Hey, yo! This your boy Mind Control. Come back with another video. And if you didn't see that little replay at the beginning, then you're in for a big surprise. We're playing Pendulum Magician. Well, a mixture of it. But yeah, we have a cocktail of cards. We have the Magician cards, we have the Performer Power cards, we have the Supreme King, just a bunch of cards, right? And I was able to condense it down to 40 cards. It was not easy, but this is the most consistent I can get it going on. We're running 12 hand trap with 3 Veiler, 3 Maxis, 3 Ashes, and 3 Imperms, which basically we're using those cards to stop the person's turn for going second. And we go second quite a lot in this deck. So we're also running the Wisdom Eye. We got the Skull Corback Joker. We got the Dark Worm and the Light Worm. We have Celestial Magician. We have Astrograph, which is kind of like mandatory. This card is OD. If it sees a card getting destroyed, you can special summon this from hand. And Pendulum cards basically want to destroy yourself in the spell or trap zone. So you can special summon this numerous times if you do it correctly. Then we're running 1 Gate 0, running 3 of the second best card in the deck, which is the Supreme King Gate Musician. We're running 1 Odd Eye, Revolutionary Dragon. I'm only running 1 because I only have 1. If I can run more, I would definitely find out a way to either cut a Veiler or something to run 2 of these cards, because this is a good searcher. Running Foolish Barrel, and we're running Dragon Shrine. Dragon Shrine, you will always want to pitch the Arc Pendulum first, and then it will allow you to pitch another monster, which you'll do the Dark Worm, because the Dark Worm can special summon itself from grave if you control no monsters. So you always want to put this in grave, right? And if you just have the Foolish Barrel, you want to pinch the Dark Worm. Then we have 2 Call by the Graves, 1 Cross Out. We're running Wing of Light. We're only running 2 because we only have 2. If I had more, I probably would run another one, but I don't want to craft anything else because I craft enough. And then we're running the Supreme Celestial Trap card, right? This card basically allows you to summon the Supreme Arc King, and this monster basically OP. But when you use this trap card, you have to banish specific cards, right? So you have to banish 1 Dragon. You want to banish the Starving Venom. You have to banish 1 Synchro, so you can do the Crystal Wing Dragon. Then you have to banish 1 Xyz, which I do the Arc Rebellion. And you have to send 4 of those, or 3 of those, right? Oh yeah, and then 1 Pendulum monster from deck. And you want to do this. This is the only one pretty much. You have to send these 4 cards, and if you do it correctly, Arc King Z-Arc will destroy all their cards in the field. And you're able to use this trap card in the end phase, which is the best time to use it, because you can't really activate anything else. So once the opponent either set 5 and pass, or set their cards because they're done, wait to the end phase. Don't wait to the main phase too. Wait to the end phase, then clean they freaking they board. Then it's your turn. If you have Supreme King on the field, and it's pretty much GG's. And then we're running other cards. Pretty much the Pendulum package. We got the Odd Eyes. Usually you go into the Absolute Dragon, send it to the grave, and it summons out the Odd Eyes. We have Electromite, which is mandatory. We have Beyond the Pendulum, Exceed the Pendulum, SP Little Knight. We're running Appaloosa, and I hardly ever go into this, but Access Code Talker. And then we also running a good card, and Supreme King Dragon Clear Wing. This monster basically allows you to have like a Raigeki on the field, which is pretty good on most interactions, because it's Fire King. They can do a bunch of crazy stuff. But how you go into this is you want to use a Dark and a Light Worm. This one's a tuner, this one's not. 4 plus 4 equal 8. Or you can use any of these monsters to also go into it. But normally you will have the Dark and the Light on board. You just synchro, Or if you have this on the field and it's their turn and they special summon, I forgot the conditions, they special summon that monster to the field and you control, if this jump on the act, right? If you control, if a monster special summon in the field, and you control this one, the Spring King, and add to another monster, I forgot what it was. And the Pendulum monster, you can special summon this to the field and then immediately secret summon afterwards if you have the dark on field. So basically it's just a good requirement, and then you can basically Raigeki the field. Great card, I will say 100%. But that's all for the intro, and then we're gonna go to the first gameplay. And we're back, and this is the first replay. If it doesn't look familiar, then this is the replay that we did for the snippet for the intro. So first thing we do, we use the white wings to get the magician, and we use performer file to get another magician. We set both of these, and then this is what you want to do, right? For the wisdom eyes, you can only destroy this if it's a magician card in the pendulum zone. Do not use Supreme King before you use Wisdom Eye, because you will not be able to destroy this card and you will mess up your skills. So that's one of the tidbits. I did that one time and it kind of sucked, but it is what it is. But you want to make sure that you have the magician or anything in the other pendulum zone. If you don't, if you get the gate 0 is not a magician card, you will not be able to destroy Wisdom Eye. So that's another tidbit. And we're going to Celestial, which is the 8 scale, and then we get 0, which is a 0 scale. Summon that out, especially summon that out, we get the Light Worm. We go into Electromite, because we still have a pendulum summon, so we might as well get enough value as possible. So I was thinking about getting another Celestial, because, you know what I mean, get something to add to hand, but it is what it is. I don't want to spend a UR right now, so. And plus, 40 cards is pretty decent right now, so I can just basically cancel these interactions, right? Or able to add another magician to the hand. Put light down so I can have an 8 scale. Going to exceed the pendulum. Exceed the pendulum will allow you to add one face-up card from the extra deck. I get Astral back. And since I have 3 cards in the extra deck, I use all 3 of those summons for the pendulum summon, and then I use the 2 hands. That's why I added that to hand. Now I have numerous number 7s to go crazy with. So I copy Electromite with the Starving Venom, grab at Astrograph back to hand, destroy the light, special summon Astrograph again, get another light. I go into Absolute Dragon. I use him and Starving Venom to go into IP Masquerena. Since Absolute was sent to the graveyard, I will be able to get the Odd-Eye Virtual Dragon. I use Astrograph and the Seed Pendulum to go into Appaloosa. And I just leave Supreme Magician on field so I can have the trap go crazy. So this is a good hand. I mean, it's a good board. So I got 2 negates, Army negate. We use this one to basically go into SP Knight to banish something, destroy the whole field. Pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 interruptions plus maxing and Call by the Grave. I mean, cross out designate. So he used Call by the Grave, and I crossed it out because there's a reason why he don't want me to draw cards. He must want to special summon a lot, and he has 55 cards in this deck. So I'm thinking that this is branded, and you know that deck is hella resilient. But he's playing Snake Eyes, so he get Popular, and I'm knowing like let me just negate that so he can use his normal summon versus getting a special free special summon. So I negate that, and then he used All Maze, and he think that he's going to bait out something, but really can't bait out anything. He used that to get Dark Witch on the field. Use Dark Witch, and then I just destroy this because even if you do set a spell card or you still have it on field, you're not going to just crash over after this. So I just got rid of that. The normal summon now, Popular, I negate that also because he has 2 cards in hand. There's not much he can do. and that's what I think. Card destruction. Okay. He didn't get the card that he needed. So he's out of there. Deuces, mother sucker. So yep, that's the first replay. We're gonna go into more, and these are all meta decks I'm playing against. So it should be a treat. I'll be right back. And we're back. And we got diversity. We're going second. And we have 2 hand traps. So we're playing as Fire King. We valor that just in case that's all the place we have. But he called for the graveyard. And I'm thinking, nah, you ain't got it in the end. So we're going impermanent. So whatever, everything is everything. So we get imperm to career because I heard this is like basically the build spell, right? With legs. And we hate the build spell, so we're not going to give you any advantage. We're able to stop that play, and he has a face down card. What can that face down card can be? I'm pretty sure it's an imperm. So we use Performer Powers, he used Maxine. Womp. So we grab another Supreme Magician. We put light down there. We put Supreme Magician down, get 0, so we can get some more scales, and then we special summon out. And since he got Maxi up, we won't go crazy. What sucks is the fact that he ashed that, right? So I can't wipe his board. So it's kind of like, what do I do? What do I do? So I make an executive decision, right? I'm gonna take the Maxi challenge, but it wasn't imperm. So now it's like that feels really bad. I give him an extra draw for what reason, right? But it feels really bad. So okay, let's just crash. Let's get rid of his cards, and then we'll just prepare for the next turn. He have 3 cards. He gonna end up with 4. So we just gonna have Appaloosa and sit. And since we have everything in face up an extra deck, if you don't destroy Appaloosa, we have a good turn 2, yeah, or turn 3, whatever. And he top decked the field spell. He get the Supreme Brute Next, or what that shit called. He tried to use it from hand. I said no, no, no. Since these cards are level 8 and higher, you're not gonna be able to summon that out. So we just gonna gamble. He used Bonfire. That's another great top deck. He summoned out Ash. I said, forget that. You're going to have to just crash it to me, and it promised me a turn 2. So I'll take that. Did he just gamble? Why would you do that? Do you not see that have another negate on Appaloosa? So he just get rid of his fill spell. But I don't understand why he did that. His hand must have been trash, and he just was like, let's just bait and see if he'll use it or not. Of course I'm gonna use it, bro. If anything, if I die, I die, right? I'm not gonna let you go crazy. No. So I don't know what was the thought process behind that. But let's go to the next replay. And we're back. And we're going first with some diversity again. So we normal summon out Performer Power, he ashes it. Like, why not, right? So at this point, there's really nothing I can do. I have a level 4 and a level 8 scale. So I just set impermanent pass, and we just pray for the best. I have 2 interruptions. Let's hope that's enough. So he plays Sword Souls. And this is a weird deck, I can tell you that much. He put Mokatingi on board. Of course, he uses to spin back the back row because he's scared of it. And then he has Super Heavy Samurai. I asked that because I don't want you to go into a bunch of plays. So I prefer to like gamble. And I'm hoping that more likely they don't run Spell and Traps because of Super Heavy Samurai. So he has Teeny Spirit, the Water one. And he goes into another monster, and he has Taya in hand. So he banished out the monk to get the token, and then he go to freaking Grandmaster, that's what it's called. Grandmaster, don't really get him a draw, but you get him to be able to send one worm to the graveyard, which is okay. He sent Blackout gave him another token, which makes no sense at all either. He tossed the freaking Maxi to go into another link play. Dunlon. I don't think he underestimated what he had on field. He thought he can go into more, but he ended up getting stuck, I'm guessing. And I guess he thought this is a strong enough board to end on, but he don't know. Yeah, he don't know anything. So since I have Imperm, we just want to shotgun Imperm and get rid of that Grandmasters, because basically that's the only card that can really stop us. And since I drew into that, I go into another one, a Light Worm. And since I had Dark Worm in her hand, I didn't search for the the Magician, Supreme Magician, so I can just use it with the Dark Worm. And I know he have no interruptions, so there's no reason to even play Scary, and I know what's in his hand. So we're basically playing free, and this is the time where I use Arageki, Clairvoyance, clear the board, deuces, and we're okay with that, right? I was just gonna attack and then set the trap, and then we're just gonna wait for his next turn, and then Raigeki the board again. Now that one wasn't top tier, I ain't gonna lie, but it was a little diversity. I mean, I guess he could have killed me if he had the proper cards, but he didn't. So he didn't. Let's go to the next replay. And we're back. And we're going first. Again. So we have Wisdom Eyes, we have Permapound, that what we basically use to bait out an Ash or anything. And then make sure you use Wisdom Eyes first. We go into Celestial, and then we go into Supreme Gate 0, keep Light Worm in hand. I should have kept Supreme Magician in the extra deck. I could have just special summoned it out, but I wasn't thinking. But it's all good though, because we still vibing, right? This is one of the reasons why I think I should get another Celestial, because I will be able to draw another one. But I think if it's a level 8 skill, that I could still draw one from deck. So I have a Worm in deck, a White Worm in deck, if I'm not mistaken. No, I was able to get Wisdom Eyes, so we're still good. You see, since I don't have Supreme Magician in the other scale, I cannot destroy Wisdom Eyes. So he's just stuck on the field, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'll special summon them out by sending Crystal Beast, Crystal Wings to the graveyard. Use see the Pendulum effect to summon out goddamn Dark Worm, go into IP Masquerena, and then we just end there. So this is not the most ideal, but it's a good stopping point. So he used the Mission Shifter in response to Maxi, so I guess. And he Lava Golem on us, which kind of sucks, but I don't think he understands what Supreme Magician does. He should have got rid of Supreme Magician, but I guess he was scared of the Masquerade and stuff. And then in the end phase, we use Supreme Magician to get rid of the Fill Spell, because I'm knowing already that all I need is one card to kill this fella. And I'm thinking in my head, do I even have a big enough scale to even summon out something out from the extra deck? But yeah, I was able to use him anyway, so I ended up getting him just in case I wasn't able to Pendulum summon. And this is where I said, you know what, I'm not gonna get greedy. Yes, I am gonna get greedy. I got greedy. I didn't need to do this at all. At all. This is BM. Stop, Jack. Stop. This is BM. He's already dead. So yeah. Definitely unnecessary. I could have played into Nibiru, even though that wasn't 5 summons, but still, why even risk it? But that's the gameplay. Let's go to the next one. And we're back. Now let's play a game with a little bit more back and forth, right? Let's play some tennis real quick. So we're playing against Labyrinth, and they going first. So instead of Veiling the first, I Veil Ariana, and he summons out Lady Labyrinth, which kind of sucks. But I'm knowing that he's not gonna be able to get any traps in hand, so we at least have one turn before he go crazy. I lied. Now you have a trap on board. And I kind of wish I had Ash. So it's our turn. We have 2 performer powers and Dark. And then we just immediately max C's after he used Welcome Labyrinth. Because why not? And he summons out Lovely. And I'm saying, okay, while he's doing all this, I don't want him to snipe the Call by the Grave out of my hand. So I get rid of Chandelier with the Call by the Grave because there's nothing else to snipe. Plus, I don't want him to use Lovely to get rid of it, and that will feel really bad if I try to get greedy. So I just get rid of it now. And I was hoping that he'd get rid of Dark Worm, but he didn't. He got rid of Wisdom Eyes. And Wisdom Eyes does not get its effect when you snipe it from hand. So I used Perform Power, wishing that he didn't have an Ash that's up in the hand, which would kind of suck. So we end up doing our plays. Since Perform Power is the Joker is 8, we have a 0 and 8 scale. We're able to summon out of the hand, summon out the top of the extra deck, get the trap, and then we go into our plays. And right now, yeah. We destroy Joker, get Astrograph to a hand, summon that out. We have another Joker in deck, so we're able to grab a Joker. Oh, we can grab something else, I believe. But we got another Joker. And we pick up an Ash, which is a great pickup. So we're going to exceed the Pendulum. And this allows us to grab one from the top of the extra deck, and we grab Supreme Magician. We summon out Dark Worm, get another Supreme Magician. Use Supreme Magician to pitch Crystal Beast to summon it out. We get rid of these 2 Arianas, and then we end with Appaloosa and a goddamn Supreme Magician with the trap, which is basically a clear board. And we're okay with this because he gave us another draw. But we already knowing that he's just gonna go into battle phase, so we just use the trap. The trap is not like stuck to any phase. You can use it at any phase, main, battle, or end phase. Main, battle, yeah, pretty much. And then we were able to destroy everything. And another thing is, he got rid of the Appaloosa, which is okay too. But another thing is, you can banish the card, the materials from the grave too. So by sending the Crystal Beast to the grave, Crystal Wing to the grave, you're still able to banish it with the trap. So it's a good versatile thing. And he's basically trying to set up a trap, so he's getting rid of all the cards in his hand. And thank God I drew that Ash just in time. So he got the Welcome Labyrinth, and we're not really scared. So he's cooked because he got Cuckoo Clock, and we Ash the Welcome Labyrinth. He used Arius, whatever that shit called, to summon herself since we responded to a trap. He goes into Chaos Dragon, which kind of sucks. Chaos Angel, which kind of sucks because he have Destruction Protection. But we're gonna make it do what it do. So we have impermanent hand, so we have an idea of what we want to do. And I'm too bad I got to use my Supreme King. But we have an idea of what we want to do. And we use Beyond the Pendulum. And since the idea is, if you summon in both the Beyond the Pendulum zones, you're able to destroy 2 cards on the field. And those are the 2 cards I chose. It don't have card destruction, it has battle destruction. So now we have an open field. Yay. And of course, why would you stay around for that? Because you already know the writing is on the wall. Yeah, it has battle destruction protection, not card destruction protection. If it says that it was unaffected, if you had a light, then it had to go do something else. Impermanent and then destroy it maybe. But since only battle, we can destroy it with Beyond the Pendulum. Let's go to the next replay. And we're back. And we have hella Battlers in hand. You love to see it, especially against Snake Eyes. So he gets Ash with Bonfire, and then Coliseum. Hate that damn card. So I valor that, and of course he's playing Fire King variant. But we have a plan. We're gonna valor his ass twice because it's not once per turn. Oh, once per chain. So of course he destroys it. I negate it first. He destroys it, and it's still negated even though he destroyed it. So he's not able to get that effect off. So now you just have a Fire King high avatar Karen on deck. So I use the Joker. He ashes it. I have cross out. So we immediately cross that out. We're gonna not allow you to do that, buddy. But we still have Coliseum on field, so this kinda sucks, right? So we grab Celestial, and then we kinda come up with an idea, right? Destroy that, put 0 on field, and we get rid of this, right? Because pretty much we can only have 1 card on field. So instead of play smart and just get Supreme King on field and get the trap. So now we have some destruction. Of course you're going to be a little punk with Kaiser Coliseum, but we're good too. And he maxed that. And I really thought about using my trap, but I'm like, no, we're just gonna give him 1 draw. We're not gonna allow him to, do that. So then this is just a waiting game at this point. You have to know the choke points of every deck, and this is where we wait. So we wait till he put that in the back, and then original use Ponix. Ponix grabs the sanctuary, and he used sanctuary with the goddamn field spell. But we do it in response. So my hopes is I destroy everything in response, right? And if you destroy everything, then typically you won't be able to protect your field spell. But that's just a theory. Carrier, and then this is what allowed him to do so many summons. But one thing about Supreme King Z Arc is this card it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Your opponents cannot target this card with card effects, so it cannot be targeted. So only way he can destroy this card by beating over it. And I don't think Fire King has anything that can be over 4,000 booty in face. So this is just like a waiting game to see what he come up with. And I know, from what I've seen, I think the highest he can come up with is 39 or is it 36? I don't remember. And he put Hitter on field, but he forgot that Hitter, I don't have any fires in grave, so that was just, I guess, a link climb. So yep, he summoned back out Hitter, going to the well, I think, right? Yep, he's going to the well, which is okay. Still not enough attack. And he destroyed the well, and then I don't understand what was the idea behind that, but yeah. I think he still was looking for a way to destroy this card, but this card, yeah, can't be targeted. But let's go to one more replay. And we're back. And this is what I believe. This is a gameplay where I go first, establish a board, and we play against a deck that's hella resilient, right? And a good player, which I'm an okay player, I would not say I'm a good player. A good player would know when and how to use his negates. You can have a board full of negates, but if you just shotgun them out without thinking, then what was your board for, right? You can have a 4-level Appaloosa, but you just shotgun all the negates out the gate, and then they just bait them all out. Then what's the purpose of playing a board with a bunch of negates? So this is where I tried to patiently play and think about what was negate worthy or what was white worthy, and yeah, I almost messed up. That's why I said I'm an okay player. But these are some of the same plays, and I'm drawn to crazy hand traps or turn 2 cards which is the Veiler and the freaking Imperm, and the Call of the Grave. Because kind of like, at this point, everything went right, and then I kind of allowed, like, only I could have lost this game, pretty much. Only I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I summoned out the Veiler. Yep, this is where I was just kind of like still figuring out the deck, and I'm thinking like, how the fuck I get the Absolute Dragon to the graveyard? And I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna summon out the Veiler, and it is what it is. So yeah, we end with. So y'all, if you're not sure or you don't know, you see the Pendulum is able to special summon a magician from the field or hand on either turn. So this is the reason why we see the pendulum on the field. So it's able to special summon out Supreme Magician. So I'm able to still use a trap. So I didn't. It's just a tactic. I might either go into Appaloosa or save Appaloosa for next turn. I could either go into SP. Or I can go to Appaloosa. So it's just kind of like a dual hat. I can go into 3-level actually, but yeah. So he used this card, Ignister. I don't really play this deck at all. So I tell you this much, I really don't play this deck. I haven't played against it, but I know that it's very, very, you know what I mean? It's very, very resilient, and they have a lot of plays, and they have cards that can just go crazy with summoning. So he's able to well yeah, and then Supreme Magician allows you to get the Searcher. So he go into Dark Infant. Dark Infant gets him, well, I forgot what he gets him, but I just destroyed it. I thought he gave him the fill spell, but apparently he already had the fill spell, so it don't even matter. And then this is when I wiped the board, and I don't know if this was the right call, but this is what I did. And me, in my head, I'm thinking that, okay, well, I destroyed it, so the fill spell is in the graveyard, so it's going now, right? And he double freaking summon, so I'm good. So he's not able to get this fill spell back, but I was wrong. He's able to banish one and then set it back, and he's able to use it again. So I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna get rid of this damn card, okay? You're not gonna get it back. So I end up banishing it, and I use the Supreme King as material because I wanted to keep the Omni Gain on the field and also keep the Exceeding Pendulum on the field. But I'm blocking the zones, but it is what it is. And then he gets Sonic Mining, and he has Mathematic. Bro, when I see this, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna lose if I have all of these negates on field. There's no way I'm gonna lose, right? I said, if he have something to combat this goddamn Call of the Grave, I'm cooked. But he didn't. So I wait till he activated to Call of the Grave. And I believe that's all she wrote. And the circular cannot even battle over the SP for the 9. But I also had SP, so I was able to banish it if he did bring it on field for the rest of the turn. But still, it's kind of like that's just a temporary solution. But he was able to come back if I didn't have those two set cards. So, well, one. If I didn't have the Emperor, then he would have called by the grave. I mean, crossed out the call by the grave, and then I've been cooked. I don't know, but it is what it is. Let's go to the deck. And we're back. Now I'm sorry for the long video this time. I was basically mixing and matching. Jesus. Mixing and matching cards and ratios, and I'm looking at videos to see how the best way to play this deck. And it took me a while to find a deck which I like, but I end up like resulting with this one. But yeah, and all the replays is with this deck exclusively. It's not a variant of this deck is this deck. So all my replays is with this deck, which is pretty good. So let me know what you guys think. I think I use every card in the extra deck besides Access Code. So you can change this to Underworld Goddess if you like. But if you need a beat stick that's over 4,000, then you probably want to use the Access Code. And with this deck, it's super easy to link climb. So that's another reason why I have it in the deck. And if I need to destroy a bunch of cards, then I would use this one. Spell and Trap especially. But it is what it is. But this is the deck. Let me know what you guys think. I will be coming out with a video soon. I think it's just going to be like a more hardcore video because I will be taking a little hiatus because of my job. And it'll be for, I don't know, maybe a couple months. But I'll explain in the video. It's nothing too serious, but thank you for your support. Let's get my subscribers up to like 300. I mean, that ain't too hard for the boy. You know what I mean? I've been working hard. I ain't gonna say working hard, but I've been trying to be consistent and yeah, trying to build this little community. I make no money from this shit. It's all, you know, it's just pure. I won't say passion, but it's all pure wants and needs. So let's just get some support. I have a Discord, but I don't know how to use this shit because I'm old. If anybody can help out, we can make a community of the thing. But yeah, y'all be easy and enjoy your 4th of July. Peace.